Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the RAMBAM, Hilchos Talmud Torah, Perek Aleph, the first chapter. Today is Halacha Yud Gimel, number 13. And this is the end of the first chapter. Isha Shalom the Torah, a woman who learns Torah. Yesh la schar, she does get reward. But she doesn't get the reward of a man because she wasn't commanded to learn Torah. Anyone who does a mitzvah that they're not commanded to do, they don't get the same reward as someone that was commanded to do the mitzvah and they do it. Rather, they're going to get less than the reward. Now, even though that a woman could receive reward for learning Torah, Chazal teach us that a father should not teach his daughter Torah. Why? Because most women, their minds are not focused and directed on the learning itself. And unfortunately, they could take the great depths of the Torah and the meaning, the real meaning of the Torah, and they could turn it into somewhat of vanities, so to speak. They could transform the words of Torah into like idle matters because their minds do not grasp the profundity of the Torah that is there. Now, this is not a criticism, and this is not putting women down. It is just explaining that the minds of men and the minds of women, they work in different ways, and the man's mind is more geared and equipped for the learning of Torah Sheba'al Peh, Gemara, and the like, and the woman's mind is made for different things, taking care of the house and the children and the meals and the laundry, and therefore her mind has to be swifter and perhaps not get as deep into different things because she has so many different things going on at the same time. She has to be able to be aware of everything all at once, and therefore her mind is designed for that, her duties as an Eshes Chayil, and it wasn't designed per se for the plumbing the depths of Talmudic scholarship and study. The sages said, any man who teaches his daughter Torah, so ki'ilu limda tiflos, it's as if he taught her tiflos. Now, what is tiflos? Tiflos, different of opinions in the Rishonim. Either it's like it's like teaching her like mishalim, parables and stories, because perhaps she's not going to understand the depth of it, or like the Meiri says, it could end up teaching her the idea of, like, as the Meiri says it, like vanities. She'll feel very good about herself that she's learning Gemara, even though there's no obligation, and maybe it will turn her into a balas gaiva. She'll become arrogant as a result. But what are we speaking about over here? The Torah Sheba'al Peh. That's when it comes to the oral Torah. Aval Torah Shebiksav. But when it comes to the written word, he shouldn't teach her that either. But if he does teach her the written word, the Chumash and Tanakh, so then it's not like teaching her idle things. She has certainly what to learn, and her mind could focus in on the stories of Tanakh, the ideas, the messages that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving over in the Chumash, so on and so forth, and therefore it's not a bad thing. He doesn't have an obligation, but if he does, there's probably what for her to gain. Okay, that's the end of the first chapter of Hilchos Talmud Torah. We'll continue with more tomorrow, Be'ezus Hashem.